Over the last month, Tesla has been building its Model 3 display fleet and expanding it across the US for reservation holders to see it in person before ordering, but it also has a broader impact. Now, the automaker is bringing the vehicle to Chicago and Washington State, two other important markets for Tesla. Tesla first added Model 3 display cars to two stores in California, the showrooms in the Century City Mall in LA and Stanford Shopping Center in Palo Alto. Those were the first two Model 3 display cars and they attracted large crowds and people had to wait in long lines to see the new vehicle. Last month, the company expanded the Model 3 display car fleet to its New York City showroom in Manhattan's Meatpacking District, its Boylston Street showroom in Boston, its Miami store, and two more stores in California. Later, the Model 3 display fleet expanded to San Diego, Dallas, Washington, D.C., Newport Beach, Fashion Island Mall, and Scottsdale. Last week, it was Houston and this week it's Chicago and Washington State at the automaker's Chicago Gold Coast and Bellevue stores. Tesla sent out invitations to local Model 3 reservation holders last night to come see the car in person. The automaker previously said that they are bringing the vehicle to new locations based on where the demand, number of reservations, is the highest for the Model 3.
A Hartlepool driver has become the first in Europe to take delivery of a new-look Nissan Leaf. Leo Moran, 63, collected the keys to his special edition black Nissan Leaf 2.0 at Bristol Street Motors Darlington. The retired police officer, who served with Cleveland Police for 30 years, including driving high-performance response cars, converted to electric motoring a year ago when he purchased a 30 kWh Leaf. As soon as the new edition of the Sunderland-built all-electric hatchback was announced, he began investigating and ordered the launch edition just before the end of last year. He said, "I've driven many cars of all shapes and sizes, and many performance cars, but I can say hand on heart the Leaf is the best car I've ever driven. I've spent the last year singing the praises of the Nissan Leaf and now I have the new edition. I cannot wait to get out and play, go on adventures and enjoy the drive." The Leaf is the world's most advanced mass-market electric vehicle and uses the Japanese car giant's intelligent mobility vision, which is defined by how the car is driven, how it is powered and how it integrates into society. Mr. Moran said he was excited to discover all the new features on the Nissan Leaf, not least the e-pedal, which allows the driver to accelerate, slow down and stop using just one pedal. He said, "The great thing about the e-pedal is it gives so much back to the driver. Technology is a wonderful thing but it often leads to us as drivers forgetting fundamental skills. With the e-pedal you become more aware of your surroundings and drive in an entirely new way. And with a bigger battery and increased range, I can visit my friends in Scotland and Manchester on one charge. I'm really looking forward to seeing how far I can go. I've also made some investigations into getting the Nissan X storage and solar panels at my home, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do that soon." Terry O'Neill, dealer principal at Bristol Street Motors, said, "We are thrilled to be the first dealership in the UK to present the all-new Nissan Leaf, and to a fantastic customer who really is a Leaf champion. Prices for the Leaf, including a £4,500 government grant, start at £21,990, OTR, for the entry-grade Visia model, rising to £29,155 for the top-of-the-range Tecna model."
Subaru plans to release an all-wheel drive plug-in hybrid later this year, and has joined forces with a league of Japanese automakers and suppliers to make it happen. Subaru has said the PHEV will be a conversion of a current model, but hasn't named the model. The prominent hybrid bids are expected to come from the Toyota Prius Prime. Toyota has a 16.5% stake in Subaru, but Subaru will retain its longitudinally mounted boxer engine. Subi will be built in Japan and sent to the US, so theories have coalesced around the Crosstrek or Forester, built at Subaru's Gunma, Japan factory. The Crosstrek was just redesigned for 2018, the 2019 Forester is expected sometime this year. If the model ends up being a Crosstrek PHEV, that would mean hybrid lightning striking that car twice. Subaru introduced a Crosstrek hybrid in 2013, then removed it from the market in 2017 after slow sales. Assuming a wholesale transplant from the Prius Prime, the Subaru PHEV would get an 8.8 kWh lithium-ion battery that can be recharged at a household outlet in under 6 hours. The Prius Prime is rated at 133 mpg, 54 mpg combined, and runs for 25 miles in EV mode, but Subaru's model being all-wheel drive will likely alter those numbers. Subaru will launch its PHEV first in the 10 states that adhere to California's zero-emissions vehicle program. The PHEV is part of the Japanese carmaker's multi-year plan to reduce its fleet emissions, first described 4 years ago. Come 2020, the trademark boxer engines should come with cylinder deactivation and lean-burning Atkinson cycles, around the same time that Subaru stops turbo diesel sales in Europe and Australia. The brand's first full EVs are due in 2021, expected to be electric versions of conventionally powered models. To jumpstart its EV research, and make its comparatively small R&D budget stretch further, last year Subaru joined in on the EV Common Architecture Spirit Company with Toyota, Mazda, Suzuki, Daihatsu, Denso and Hino.
Forget Mustang and Corvette. Tesla is the premier, aspirational car brand for millennials. But unlike traditional, aspirational car brands, millennials aren't attracted to Tesla because it implies wealth. They like Tesla because the company cares about more than cars. Kelley Blue Book executive analyst Akshay Anand told Business Insider, "I think Tesla, to a lot of millennials, is more than just a car brand. It's a lifestyle." Anand said Tesla's appeal to millennials is rooted in the company's ability to create a narrative that includes renewable energy, space exploration, self-driving vehicles, and other developments that could produce wide-ranging benefits for the human race. Anand said millennials tend to be very cause-centric and care about what companies stand for, which makes Tesla CEO Elon Musk a perfect cult figure, and could explain why Tesla was ranked as one of millennials' favorite brands, according to a 2017 survey. Musk's ambitions, which include revamping global energy grids and starting colonies on Mars, may reach further than those of any American business executive. He represents the potential for a business culture that cares about more than profits, though it doesn't hurt that he makes beautifully designed electric vehicles that look like sports cars. But Tesla's early vehicles, the Roadster, Model S, and Model X, were expensive, starting above $70,000 and able to hit $100,000 with optional features. So in order to convert young Tesla evangelists into Tesla customers, the company had to make a car that was affordable to those whose salaries and savings accounts didn't justify the steep price tag of a Model S or X. According to Anand, enter the Model 3, which starts at $35,000 and has received a strong response from millennials. While Tesla is working through significant production delays with the vehicle, early reviews from customers who have received it tend to be positive. The car's handling and acceleration are appealing to owners of all ages, but the car's tech features have a particular appeal among millennials. Anand said, "I think that Tesla has a leg up when it comes to technology in the minds of people, and I think that's especially critical when it comes to millennials. We've grown up with smartphones in front of our faces. For the Model 3, Tesla removed the instrument cluster to bring even more attention to a 15-inch touchscreen display that controls many of the car's interior features. The Model 3 also includes some of Tesla's standard tech features, like over-the-air updates and an autopilot system with semi-autonomous features that can be used in some situations. Now, all Tesla has to do is figure out how to make the Model 3 fast enough to keep up with demand. If the hundreds of thousands of pre-orders for the vehicle are any indication, the millennials are waiting.